The Zephyrian war fleet approached Kepler Station like a storm of death. Admiral Vexithara watched through the bridge's crystalline viewport as his 12 dreadnoughts positioned themselves around the small human outpost. The station hung in the void like a metallic flower, its modular sections spreading outward from a central hub. Beautiful, delicate, and utterly defenseless. Pathetic, Vexithara hissed through his mandibles. How did these soft-skinned mammals ever leave their homeworld? His tactical officer, Commander Zeklos, studied the scans with 4 independent eyes. The station houses approximately 800 humans, Admiral. No military vessels in range. Their nearest fleet is 3 systems away. Perfect. Vexithara's chitinous fingers drummed against his command throne. The Zephyrian Empire had been expanding unchecked for centuries, consuming worlds and civilizations with methodical efficiency. Humans were merely the latest obstacle to be removed. All vessels, commence bombardment, leave nothing intact. 12 dreadnoughts opened fire simultaneously. Plasma cannons erupted in brilliant azure streams, each beam capable of melting through. Starship armor like heated metal through ice. The barrage struck Kepler Station with devastating precision. The human outpost exploded in a cascade of fire and debris. Atmosphere vented into space in crystalline clouds. Solar panels shattered like glass. The central hub cracked open, spilling its contents into the vacuum. Within minutes, nothing remained but twisted metal and the fading glow of secondary explosions. Target eliminated, Admiral, Zeklos reported with satisfaction. No survivors detected. Vexithara settled back in his throne, already planning the next assault. The humans would learn what happened to species that refused to submit to Zephyrian rule. Fear would spread through their colonies like plague, but as the debris field cooled, something unexpected happened. A faint energy signature flickered to life among the wreckage. Then another. And another. "Commander," a nervous junior officer called out, "I'm detecting unusual readings from the debris field." Vexithara's head snapped up. "Impossible. We reduced that station to atoms." The readings intensified. Fragments of twisted metal began to glow with an eerie blue light. Pieces of debris started moving, not drifting, but moving with purpose, drawn together by invisible forces. "Admiral," Zeklos's voice cracked with disbelief, "the wreckage, it's reassembling itself." Before their eyes, the scattered remains of Kepler Station began to coalesce. Metal flowed like liquid mercury, reforming into new configurations. Damaged. Sections regenerated, growing stronger than before. The central hub expanded, sprouting additional modules that hadn't existed in the original design. But this wasn't mere reconstruction. It was evolution. The rebuilt station pulsed with energy, conduits that crackled across its surface like living veins. New weapon ports emerged from the hull, sleek and predatory. Massive sensor arrays unfolded like metallic wings, scanning the Zephyrian fleet with invasive intensity. "What in the void?" Vexithara began, but his words died as the station's communication. Array activated. A human voice filled the bridge, calm and unnaturally composed. "Greetings, Admiral Vexithara. Thank you for the field test." The Admiral's blood turned to ice. "Who is this? How do you know my name?" "I am Dr. Sarah Chen, Director of Project Lazarus. Or rather, I was Dr. Chen before you so graciously provided the catalyst for my transformation." The voice carried an undertone of digital harmonics, as if spoken through 1,000 electronic throats simultaneously. "You died," Vexithara snarled. "We saw you burn." Death is such a limited concept, don't you think? Humans have always been adaptable. When faced with extinction, we evolve. When our bodies fail, we transcend them. When you destroyed our station, you unknowingly activated our most ambitious experiment. The rebuilt station, now twice its original size, oriented toward the Zephyrian fleet. Its weapon arrays hummed with barely contained power. Project Lazarus was designed to preserve human consciousness within quantum crystalline matrices embedded throughout the station's structure. Every resident, every researcher, every child, we're all still here, Admiral. We've simply upgraded our housing. Vexithara's tactical displays exploded with warnings. The station's weapons were unlike anything in Zephyrian databases. Coherent. Energy beams that bypassed shields, quantum disruptors that unraveled matter at the molecular level, gravity wells that could crush a dreadnought like an empty shell. Impossible, he whispered. No species developed such technology without centuries of warfare. You underestimate human ingenuity, Admiral. We don't just adapt to challenges. We consume them, learn from them, become stronger because of them. You wanted to teach us fear? Instead, you've given us purpose. The station fired, not at the ships, at their crews. Invisible quantum transmissions penetrated the dreadnought's hulls, seeking out the neural patterns of every Zephyrian aboard. But instead of destroying their minds, the signals, copied them, absorbed them, added their tactical knowledge, their strategic thinking, their intimate understanding of Zephyrian technology to the collective consciousness that had once been Kepler Station. Vexthara felt his thoughts being dissected, catalogued, and filed, away for future reference. Around him, his crew stood frozen as their minds were harvested for intelligence. Thank you for your contributions. Dr. Chen's voice echoed through the fleet. Your tactical databases will prove most useful for our expansion plans. The Zephyrian ship's controls began responding to new commands, not from their crews, but from the station itself. Weapon systems powered down. Navigation computers accepted new coordinates. Communication arrays transmitted surrender codes across subspace. You cannot control our ships, Vexithara raged, even as his own vessel turned away from its fleet formation. Control is an outdated paradigm, Admiral. We prefer integration. Your vessels will serve humanity now, carrying our message to every corner of the galaxy. Humanity does not simply survive, it grows stronger with each attempt to destroy it. As the converted Zephyrian fleet prepared to jump to hyperspace, now under the command of 800 transformed human minds, Dr. Chen's final words rang through the void. Thank you for burning our outpost, Admiral. It was exactly the catalyst. We needed to become something greater. Humanity will remember your contribution when we reshape the galaxy in our image. The fleet vanished into hyperspace, leaving behind only the rebuilt station, pulsing with new life, bristling with impossible technologies, and already designing improvements for the next phase of human evolution. In the depths of space, Kepler, station began to sing, a harmony of 800 voices united in digital symphony, planning humanity's glorious expansion among the stars. After all, humans had always been excellent at turning their greatest disasters into their most spectacular victories.